I went to school and did a law degree. I went to university straight after that and practiced for about 7 years. I bought and sold properties, so I bought my first property when I was 18, and then I bought a few properties after that and did a little renovation and sale, and that's when I sort of got the passion for real estate. I remember one day I went to an open home and the agent was terrible. He was sitting on his phone with his feet on the coffee table, and I was asking for the body corp fees. It was a property in Coorparoo and he didn't know them, couldn't give me the information. So when I left, I said to my girlfriend, oh God, I could have done a better job than that. And she sort of tongue-in-cheek said to me, oh, well, if you think you can do it better, why don't you? So then the next day I did my course. I enrolled, did the course and resigned from law at that time and became a real estate agent after that. A lot of people think it's a very weird jump from law to real estate, but there's actually a lot of things that you learn as a lawyer as to processes. So I knew how a conveyance worked from start to finish. I knew how a contract worked from start to finish. I knew all special conditions. I know how to negotiate, all of that sort of stuff that I learnt as a lawyer and honed those skills, transferred over actually quite effortlessly into real estate. But then I was also doing something that was more my passion. So I worked for franchise agencies and then I went on maternity leave with my first son and came back after he was about 4 months old. And it was at that time that I realised it didn't quite fit inside the franchise model because I needed more help and support. And I didn't quite get that from a franchise model, but also the amount of money they would take from the commission didn't quite work out for me either to put someone on to help me with those things. So I got to a point where I thought, the crossroad for me here is to do this myself, to open my own business, put someone on to help me with inspections rather than my husband having to drive to open homes with the baby in the car. So then I just made the jump when I was 5 months pregnant with our second son and was a business owner from there on. So I'm a mum of 4 children under 4 and I just was finding that I just didn't have time to get to all the administrative stuff. For me, the move to UrbanX and what it's given me is more time. So prior to that, when I was running the business on my own, I was doing business stuff and with the kids during the day, and then after they were finally down at night time, I was having to do all the paperwork stuff. So receipts into the trust account, sending off contracts, all of that sort of quite laborious administrative tasks that I would do sometimes up until 12 o'clock at night. And it's not why I became an agent and it's not why I became a business owner either. So I had to make that decision of, well, actually this is better done by someone else. And so the UrbanX platform sort of has allowed me to have my evenings back to then be able to focus more on the listing and selling because that's the crux of what I do. So I find that it has allowed me to list more properties. And people always say to me, why the name? And I wanted it to pick a name that was more around the ethos of what we were trying to achieve. The biggest thing for real estate agents is they're not highly respected. I wanted people to love their agent again. It was more about buying and selling with love, loving your agent, loving the experience that you got from that and feeling like, yes, that person deserved that commission check at the end and I'm 100% happy I paid her. I just wanted people to respect and love the process of buying and selling because it shouldn't be as frustrating and disappointing as some people have experienced. I think the greatest value is advice. Advice on everything from start to finish, whether that's what to do to renovate, whether that's what offer to accept and how we accept it and how we go about that. That's where I think my edge is and where I think my clients will find I will offer them the most value. I'd like Love & Co to be known for the agents that are approachable and will give the right advice and act with integrity in the process. That's what I would like to think people will call us for.